Welcome to the Impact Compass podcast, where we're uncovering stories of impact. Today I'm joined by Helen from Empowering Abilities Together. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So I want to start off just with the typical networking question. What do you do?
What do I do? Empowering Abilities Together, we're a provider based in Perth, and one of the things that we are doing at the moment is helping youth into employment, meaningful employment, by using the customised employment model.
Oh, amazing! I spoke to Stacey, who's also your co-founder, and I know you guys have a really cool, mechanism for helping people achieve that. And I think you have some kind of a trailer or coffee van or something.
Look, one of the things that we found is that we do lots of workshops and we talk about these things, but we really need to help people actually get on the tools and get some work experience, and see for ourselves. What level of support do they need in regards to employment and what that journey needs to look like? And something so simple as just even answering their phone, committing to a shift and turning up on time. It may seem like such a minor thing, but we're realising the level of support that may be needed just to get there. And then even when we do get them working within our food trailer, and we have a canteen as well, just seeing that interaction as well. And some of it is amazing, and then some of them go, wow, we really need to have some conversations with their stakeholders. It could be their OTs and speeches, and go, how can we help them get more involved? I say work towards those work goals, employment goals, because everybody wants to have meaningful employment. So what we do is we like to use this as an opportunity, as a starting point, and to get some work skills, and then we help them work towards that dream job.
Amazing. Yeah, I know when we're working with people, when we want to try and to ask them to clean their rooms or whatnot, you always have to start with really, micro movements and to understand that we want to start with the drawer. And let's see if we can get used to filling that drawer. And okay, next week, we're going to start with drawer number 2 and move on to the drawer number 2 as well.
Absolutely, and that's huge. And even just following those basic instructions without even realising, that's also going towards the work skills, isn't it, within a workplace? Yeah,
exactly. So what is it that drew you to the disability sector and actually starting a business?
My background is special education, so I was a special education teacher for over 15 years, and I loved it. I loved working with the complex behaviours. No day was ever the same, but also as well, especially when you work with non-verbal, is really trying to work out why things are happening in certain behaviours. Unfortunately, I was injured and I wasn't able to stay within the classroom. NDIS started in Western Australia, and so then I went into the world of NDIS. The journey started in support coordination, so that has been the core business for the last 5-6 years. But as a special education teacher working within the senior high school, my passion had always been post-school transition. And as my children were entering into those teenage years, I also realised we focused so much on sport, they didn't have any work skills. So we purchased a little food truck. And so we were using that to help them raise funds for their sporting events, and with that as well, we were able to have more inclusion with some of my students with disability, and we got to see the impact of it. And so really that was the starting point to our journey and where we are today. But now we're able to, I'd say, branch out more into the customised employment, and that's where we're growing our team. And our focus is really within that finding and keeping a job, services and meaningful employment.
Oh, amazing. So we're really big on growth at Impact Compass and just understanding, I guess, the journeys that people took. So I'd love for you to unpack a little bit about, what you saw in your journey as a provider, and then, did you plan for all this, or did everything go to plan?
No, definitely didn't plan for it, and I'd say as well, it was also having that courage to try and do something different, because I think that we get so caught up in all the things that we can't do or shouldn't be doing because it may be perceived as not doing the right thing, because with people with disability and vulnerability, we're always concerned. And so for us, I guess the journey has now been is to try and be more confident, and by coming to events such as this, it's learning how can we help be confident and then help empower and work with our participants to get to that point.
Amazing.
as well.
So what's next? I know you guys are, it's all about growth for many people. Is that what it's about for you as well?
What next? Look, what we're really working on at the moment is, it says we've just got a new food trailer, and we've got our first gig on Sunday at the Ellenbrook Rabbitohs Rugby League Club. So
Awesome.
Where to from here is that we are going out into remote communities in Western Australia as well, so we can take our food trailer, so we can then go and do some more services and provide some more opportunities for people in remote WA, but also then try and do some more workshops as well. Because we've noticed that one of the really enjoyable things about, I'd say, the food trailer and being at events is the social aspect that goes with it.
Yep.
The social inclusion and people just having fun, which then provides more meaning as into why people want to work as well, because it's enjoyable. You know, when you've got some great colleagues around you, it's fun and you want to turn up.
Yeah.
And getting paid is awesome as well. So who doesn't love a paycheck?
Exactly. If you can create that environment, you know, you never work a day in your life if you can rock up and just be among your people.
Absolutely. And look, and that's what we work towards. Is yes, we start off with work experience opportunities, but we are having paid employment as well, as under the award wage. So that's the great thing about it.
That's a big thing too in the disability sector.
Huge. And look, it absolutely is. And so, but we provide that one-to-one support, so that they can do that. But we also know that there's a big journey ahead of some of our participants as well to be able to do that without that support. But it's exciting.
One draw at a time.
Absolutely.
So what part of your business, for our listeners, has been something that I feel like has maybe drained your energy or maybe has slowed your growth a little bit?
I think it's all the things that we get told that our participants can't do and they probably shouldn't do around risk. And then when we actually have conversations with our participants, it's the complete opposite. There's so many things that they want to do and they want to be involved in. And so then we have to have conversations with some of those stakeholders and go, well, hey, how can we make this happen? So it's really about, we're getting told this is what they want to do, but other family have a different perspective and a different plan. So we have to, I'd say, explore options, but really try and provide that more choice and control to the participants directly. And then I'd say try and advocate on their behalf to their journey. And that's, I'd say, how we get that buy-in as well, because there may be some certain jobs that they get told that they'd be really good at and they should be doing that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they want to do it. And so when we do some exploration and we think, oh, you know, that they've been compliant and they're doing it, but they're not loving it. And then we really enjoy exploring things that they are interested in. And I'd say that's the exciting part about the customised employment, is where it's the complete unknown, and you get to go and explore that together.
There's definitely a lot more buy-in if you can love what you do.
Oh, absolutely. And the most important thing is that the biggest difference between what we do versus an IEA, they will go and get a job, and they could be in a job tomorrow, but they may not be able to retain that employment. Whereas what we're doing is we're making sure we find the right job, and so they're there for long term as well. And that's why that journey does take a lot longer, because we really want that retention.
Amazing. So at what stage did you see any triggers, I guess, along your growth journey that maybe you felt like you needed some support, like as a coach or as a consultant?
Absolutely. I would be absolutely lost without the team of the consultants and people along our journey. So many aspects of things is, I'd say absolutely the social media aspects of things, like how do we share our story and let people know what we're doing, down to how do we invoice, how do we do our compliance. There's a lot. But that's one of the things.
Was there a trigger at a certain point that was kind of like, okay, now we need to kind of start getting, we've been doing this for a while now, wearing all the hats, we need to kind of get some support?
Oh, absolutely. I'd say it was, I'm not good at those things. And I had to really recognise my strengths and weaknesses and delegate that. So then that way, I'd say retention of staff as well, and the growth of our business. And I had to learn to let go and trust, and take on board the criticisms, but also the recommendations, and trust, and provide that trust. And Look, I'm pleased I have. I'm very fortunate to have an operations manager who's come along the journey with me now. So I am not, I'd say, on the tools as much as what I used to be.
Yeah.
But then that's also giving me these opportunities to have conversations such as this and to help grow the business and learn.
Buying back some of that time so that you can kind of put your energy towards some of the things that you love to do.
Learning and understanding the importance of at that level. You know, we talk about compliance, we talk about HR and all those sorts of things, and learning how to do it better.
Yeah, amazing. Well, I know our listeners and watchers would have got some value from your growth journey. So thanks so much for being here. And if you liked the content, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you're really serious about growth, please check out impact compass.com.au. You'll be blown away at what you see. Thanks so much.
Thank you for your time.
Cheers.